This is a reality we're seeing play out in Canada as we speak. The reason why it's important is because in defiance of the Constitution, we now have leaders in our government working with their mouthpieces in the mainstream media and big tech, doing exactly what our founders rejected. And they're doing so backed by the most lethal force on earth, as they appoint themselves as the sole authority and voice of truth, of information. They get to decide what is true and what is false. They get to decide what is information or misinformation. And they expect we, the people, to just blindly accept and follow. This is where we're at today. It is in direct opposition to the Constitution that the power elite is actively suppressing voices, opinions, and information that they don't like. That those who dare to even question the authority are accused of spreading misinformation and are therefore targeted and smeared and canceled and silenced. We've seen their playbook over and over again. Discredit and censor anyone who challenges them. Why? Because they know that their propaganda will not hold up to scrutiny. That rather than engage in debate on substance, or even answer very simple questions about their policies, they instead immediately resort to smears and name-calling. I'm sure you've heard them all before. I certainly have. Like today. Tito's got his hand raised. Russian asset, white supremacist, bigot, racist, extremist, traitor. But what's even more dangerous than this threat of being canceled is the federal government wielding its power and might to punish those who dare to question or disagree with them and their policies. I'll give you one example. If you go on DHS.gov, you'll find Biden's Department of Homeland Security summarizes the 3 factors that led them to declare that we are in a heightened state of a domestic terrorism threat. The first of those 3 factors is, quote, the proliferation of false or misleading narratives which sow discord or undermine public trust in U.S. government institutions. I want to read that again because it's important. The proliferation of false or misleading narratives which sow discord or undermine public trust in U.S. government institutions. Number 1 factor. If you replace the word U.S. government with the word church, we can see how those in power see themselves as the high priests in a secular theocracy. This explains why they see those who disagree with them as heretics. And so it's not surprising that those who reject their leadership or views, these are the people who are targeted by Biden's Attorney General as domestic terrorists, simply for holding anti-authority views. Basically, what they're telling us is you are an enemy of the state if you dare to oppose or even question the president, his administration, or his policies. Shut up, step back, fall in line, or we're coming after you. This isn't some theory. This is reality. And this is a reality we're seeing play out in Canada as we speak. You have the autocratic leader in Canada who's resorted to genuinely authoritarian and tyrannical means to suppress a peaceful mass protest against the power elite there. Everything that we see happening up north, everything from the execution of emergency powers to the freezing of bank accounts, the seizure of children from parents, the destruction of livelihoods and small businesses, all of these things could happen here. So the question I ask myself in confronting all this is, what are they so afraid of? Who are they afraid of? You know the answer. It's simple. They're afraid of us. They're afraid of a free people. They're afraid of a free society.